Part 1. The Perfect Illusion. They say love blinds you, but what they don't tell you is how it deafens you too. To late-night whispers that don't belong to you, to the sudden change in tone, to kisses that stop lingering. My name is Maya Sinclair. I'm 33, a nurse, Dominican and Puerto Rican. Fiercely loyal, maybe to a fault. I'd been with Brandon for 6 years. We met after a bad breakup. Brandon made love feel easy again. He was charismatic, smooth, funny. The kind of man who could command a room but whisper in your ear like you were the only woman in the world. We bought a house together, not married legally, but emotionally. We were everything. Or so I thought. Part 2. Subtle shifts. The signs were subtle at first. More phone calls taken outside. A new cologne, a new energy. One night he came home smelling like vanilla and smoke. I asked, "Whose perfume is that?" He smiled. "Someone in the office. Elevator's trap scent." I laughed. I believed him, but lies are like cracks in a windshield. They start small, and then everything shatters. Part 3. The message that changed everything. It was a Thursday night. I'd just finished a 14-hour shift. He was in the shower. His phone buzzed. I'd never snooped before, but my hand moved on its own. The message read, "I'm scared, Brandon." The doctor confirmed it. I'm pregnant. There were more. "You said you'd handle this. What are you going to tell her? Are you just going to pretend it didn't happen?" I stared at the screen as the water ran in the background. It felt like the last moment of peace I would ever have. Part 4. Confrontation. He stepped out of the shower, towel around his waist. I sat on the bed, phone in hand, his face turned white. "How far along is she?" I asked. 2 months, he whispered. "It was one time. I didn't mean." I laughed. A broken, choked laugh. One time doesn't make a baby unless you're reckless. Or in love. He blamed work stress, loneliness. Said he tried to tell me. I said, "The time to tell me was before you slept with her." Part 5. The aftermath. I didn't throw his stuff out. I didn't scream or cry. I let him sleep on the couch for a week. He cried every night. I didn't go to him once. On the 8th day, I handed him an envelope. Inside, a rental application, his half of the bills, and a letter. "I'm not going to raise someone else's child in my home. You made your choice. Now live with it." He moved out the next morning. Part 6. Her. I kept wondering about her. Did she know about me? Weeks later, she messaged me. "I didn't know about you, I'm sorry." He said you were separated. It didn't bring closure, just confirmation. He lied to both of us. Part 7. Healing heartbreak bleeds into everything. Music, food, the sun. But I rebuilt. Therapy, journaling, travel, long walks, late night tears. Then one day I saw a photo online. Brandon, holding a baby girl, next to a woman who looked exhausted. His one mistake now permanent. And me? Free. Part 8. A silent house. The quiet was the hardest part. No more keys jingling. No more humming in the kitchen. No shared toothbrush holder. I packed his things. Each item a betrayal. His cologne. His cufflinks. The shoes I gifted him. Everything whispered. He chose someone else. Part 9. Everyone knew. But me later, I found out people knew. A co-worker saw them at a restaurant. A friend said, "I always had a weird feeling, but didn't want to get involved." That hurt more than the cheating. Everyone else had the ending before I read the middle. Part 10. The apology tour. He texted, again and again. "I miss you. She wasn't what I thought. The baby's here. I think about you every day." No apology. Just regret dressed as longing. I didn't reply. Closure isn't given. It's claimed. Part 11. My mother's words. One night I sat at the table with wine and takeout. My mom came over. She took my hand. Mia, the betrayal was his sin, but the healing, that's your responsibility. I cried for the first time in weeks, in her arms, not because I was weak, but because I was finally letting go. Part 12. A man named Elijah. Months later, I met Elijah. Quiet, software, a single father. He never tried to fix me. He just stood still while I pieced myself back together. I asked him once, "Aren't you afraid I'm too broken?" He smiled. We're all broken. The question is, do our pieces fit? Part 13. The baby shower invitation. Out of nowhere, she messaged me again. Her name was Tiana. We are throwing her a party. First birthday. Wanted you to know I didn't take him. He stayed. It wasn't kindness, it was competition. I didn't reply. Part 14. The unexpected encounter. I saw him at the grocery store, alone, no baby, no girlfriend. He looked old, worn, not in years but in regret. "Maya, you look wow." I smiled. "I know." He asked, "Are you seeing anyone?" I answered, "Yes." "And he doesn't break people to love me?" Then I walked away. Some people think closure is screaming, crying, one final confrontation. It's not. Closure is when you don't care anymore. I stopped rereading texts, stopped checking their socials. I laughed again, slept through the night, exhaled. Part 16. The letter I never sent. I wrote him a letter, not to send, just to release it. You broke something sacred, but thank you, because you reminded me what I deserve. I hope your daughter never falls for a man like you. I burned it, watched the ash float into silence. Epilogue. The life I chose after the storm. Now, I'm happy. Not Instagram happy, real happy. Elijah and I moved in together. His daughter and I paint on Sundays. He holds me like I matter, because I do. Brandon's child will grow up with a father who lied and lost. Mine will grow up watching a woman who walked through fire and came out glowing. To anyone listening, your heartbreak isn't your weakness, it's your origin story.